All right, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to a new video. I got a very special guest, my man Christian, my client Christian right here. So, me and Christian have been working, and I will say that Christian's transformation, I'm sorry, excuse my language, is like disgusting. Like it's crazy. Like it's absolutely crazy. So I'm super excited to get him on here and kind of like, one, get his opinion on the program, get his opinion on his transformation and everything that he kind of went through to get to where he's at. And so with that being said, I'm gonna kind of give it up to Christian. Christian, man, like what do you do for a living? Like how old are you? And kind of run us through some stuff.
I'm 25 right now, and I work in finance at a car dealership. So, uh, usually pretty busy, but and I'm from Carterville, Illinois. So I have my associate's degree in business. Um, so yeah, and I went to John A. Logan for 2 years, and
Mhm.
then I went to
Cool.
SIU for a year too.
Cool, sweet man, and like I said, like during the course of us working together for the 5 or 6 months, dude, like you made an amazing, like actually like an amazing transformation. Like you actually you got freaking shredded, bro. Like like I guess like how was the transformation like in your opinion? Like from going from where you were at to where you're at now.
Honestly, dude, like I didn't really like maybe at first I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try it out and like kind of just hope for the best. Like I've never done anything like that before. Like I always had like a really good workout like ethic. Like I worked out every day, 5, 6 days a week.
Mhm.
But like my diet and everything was always super off. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try it and then just kind of see how it goes. And like the first like probably month, I was like getting the hang of everything. And then like that second month, I was like looking at the pictures and I was like, holy crap, like just started to notice like the little things.
Yeah.
And I was like, already? Like, really? Like, I didn't think it was going to happen that quick. And,
Yeah.
and then, like, by the third month, like, I started to get the hang of it a little bit. Like, I was doing everything like a lot better. And I noticed I was literally just gaining so much muscle. And like, my body was just like freakish. And I never like was able to do that like in my life. Like, my abs were already like 3 times as ripped as they ever were, and I was like, holy hell! Like I don't know, dude. I honestly, I really didn't think that it was gonna like do like that much to me. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it and not really like. I didn't think I was gonna like look like that.
Well, dude, like, let me ask you this: like, what were you kind of like doing before that was so different than we were doing like within our program?
Dude, just like the foods I was eating
Mm.
was a big thing. Like I was eating like trash. Like for a while, like I was eating a lot of food, but like just the foods I was taking in were garbage. And
Mm.
like that was my like the struggle was getting on like the good, whole foods and stuff like that. And like really I think that like turned me around a little bit.
Mm.
Like I noticed a lot more things than just how I looked. Like I started to have a little bit more energy, like feel
Mm.
better, and like just cutting out that crap was like so much better. So much better.
Dude, yeah, man. Like, I mean, like, how you like instantly, like, you start to feel a lot better because, like, one, you work in finance, and like, like, do you feel like the first of all, I guess I should ask first, like, was it like difficult from going from like not really knowing anything about nutrition to like, going on like kind of a macro plan and understanding macros? Was that like a difficult transition?
Dude, like I that's what I was worried about, like starting out, but like you made it really easy and like the apps and stuff you gave us to use to like kind of guide us, that helped so much. Like, but that was my biggest worry was just not really knowing like what all to do, what all to eat and stuff like that. But like the way you set it up and the way you had us do it was it made it so easy. By like the probably like the third week, I was already like able to work everything, do it myself, and like it was a lot easier than I expected for
Mhm.
sure. So I definitely learned a lot from, that side. I thought it was going to be like 1,000 times harder than what
Mhm.
it was. And that was really my biggest fear out of that.
So that's the biggest fear, like getting into it, is like thinking it was gonna be like super hard. And like we made sure to like really lay it out for you and just kind of lay it out and say this is what you need to do and when, right? And so especially with people that like you who work like long hour jobs and work in finance and stuff, like it's very beneficial to have like a plan of attack. And so like you feel like I laid it out pretty well for you to like just kind of like follow and kind of mold back into your life.
You made it like easy. Like it was like I don't think anyone could have done it like different to make it easier than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know at the dealership it's a little bit harder because I can't really like cook a lot or do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to like just bring meals to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that like you always gave me like if I had any questions on like what to cook or like what to make, even how to make it, like
Mm-hmm.
you would tell me how to do that. And like I don't know, like you're all around like, like response time was like, it was like that. Like it was so quick. Like so even if I did like have anything I needed help with or I was worried about something, like you would always like help me through it like instantly.
Mm-hmm.
So really like getting to know like how to do all that, that was like put away after the second or third week. It was like easy at that point.
Yeah. So like, let me ask you this: like, how did it like affect your work? Like, one, like building your physique, like, because like I said, you got like you got like shredded, bro, like really really fast.
Dude, I did. I don't know. I still don't like. I still look at the pictures, look at myself now, and I'm like, holy shit! Like that's crazy. Like I was like looking around, and I was looking at it last night, and then looking at myself now, like it made me like just so lean and like keep my
Yeah,
same weight. Like I just didn't think that was even possible. Like I
yeah,
was, I was like, I felt like I was plateaued for like a year, and I just couldn't like break that level. And
uh-huh.
I started this, and after the third week, I was like, "Damn, now I'm breaking the level." Keep going.
Do you think like it benefited you like in your personal life and like at work too, like having like the better physique and just kind of like better energy?
Dude, I felt like I was like, I think it bettered me so in so many ways, like just all around, like eating, like my energy levels were so much better. Like I just didn't feel like I don't know. I ate so poorly. I felt like I had super low energy all the time, and like, my stomach would hurt from eating all the shit.
Mm,
Like, dude, I don't know. I felt all around better because I felt healthier. And like it wasn't like I was like doing a whole lot. That's the thing. It's like what I was doing was just easy. Like I thought it was going to be like so particular on what to eat, what not to eat. And like really it was a lot easier than I expected just because the foods I was eating, like I still like to eat it. It
mm.
wasn't like I had to like force myself to eat anything or like, anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what we kind of dove into like more on the flexible dieting because like dude like I work with a lot of guys just like yourself who like are in finance, business, more like kind of high level jobs and like they have this depiction that like you like only have to eat like just chicken and rice, right? And like that's what I was trying to explain to you is like dude like you don't have to just like restrict yourself. We just gotta have a little bit of structure around what you're eating, right? And so
The problem was is I didn't like ever really do a whole lot of cooking for myself. So like I found those couple things that worked and
yeah.
just wrote it out. Like just every single day. And I was like, God, I'm burnt out on this. I got to go to something else. So
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
started like changing it up a little bit.
Yeah, dude. That no, that like I said, you made a like crazy transformation really fast. But like you kind of mentioned that you've been plateaued for like almost like what, like a year?
Like, yeah, I would always just get to like this certain spot in my
Mm,
body, like certain weight. And I would just like, no matter how hard I would work out, I would just kind of stay there. And
mm.
like, this helped me like kind of like just break like break that barrier and start kind of moving on in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Like because
What
with
like
my abs, I've always had like pretty nice abs and like I was pretty toned and this like I noticed I started to get like just different areas of my body just started to look a lot better. And
mm,
it wasn't like I was dropping a ton of weight or anything like that.
mm,
So what was crazy is I was, keeping, I was going up in weight and looking better.
mm.
That was like my biggest thing is I was like, like how am I going up in weight and looking like, better like that?
Like, yeah, dude. I mean, like, what had you have tried in the past to like kind of because like we kind of talk like your guy, you've been working out all your life, man. Like you know how to work out, right? So like it's fair to say it was mostly probably like the nutrition side of things for you, like to really dial that in.
Yeah,
But like, what have you tried in the past to like get leaner or like kind of grow a little bit, or like what like didn't work for you?
dude, I really in the past was, I've tried like I've never really tried anything like dieting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, really, I've tried like, stuff like taking like creatine or stuff like that, that are supplements that you get and it, never really, at the end of the day, those aren't really going to do anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
So really in the past, I haven't really done anything like diet wise. And that's been probably my biggest flaw. Like I've never really tried to change up my eating. I've never really tried to do anything like that. Like if anything, I tried to like throw in, a shit ton of cardio, after every workout to see if that'll work. And like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I always ended up at the same spot
Yeah.
every time.
Was it more because like you didn't really understand the nutrition part of things and like how to track and that stuff?
Well, just with work
Yeah.
and everything that I had going, like I thought there was no way I was going to be able to manage all that because
Hmm.
I never really cooked a whole lot. When I'm at work, like with me not cooking, it's like I really didn't have time to do all that. I didn't think I did.
Yeah.
And starting out, like once I got the hang of it, like it was a lot easier than what I had thought.
Hmm.
And I think that was all around just my biggest fear was just like not really knowing and never really trying. So that
Right.
was like once I got over that hump, like of just doing it,
Hmm.
that's when everything started to get like so smooth. Looking back on it now when I started, like, I wish I would have done it a long time ago because
Hmm.
it was really easy to get into. It wasn't anything that I had to like struggle
Hmm.
to do or anything like that.
So I guess what would you tell some because like I get that same thing all the time. Like I'm so busy, I just don't have time for this. I don't have time. Like what would you tell those guys who like are on this video right now, listen to you talk about how easy it was? What would you tell them?
So if you're saying that, like with everything that I was doing, there you always have time. Like that's just an excuse because whenever you told me what you were doing, I remember I had no clue that you were even going to be on there. I just hopped on a call with Max
Hmm.
and ended up doing it. Like I like had no intentions of doing it like before until you explained it to me and I was like I just saw the value in it
Hmm.
and the time like thank God that I did it because really you always have time. You just got to make time. And
Hmm.
it kind of helped me a little bit like slow down.
Hmm.
I was always trying to do things, too fast. But I don't really care how busy you think you are. There's always time for this because you're
Hmm.
eating every day.
Let
So
me ask you this: do you think you could have done it by yourself?
no way, not a chance.
The structure that we gave you like kind of helped you get there.
Dude, if it wasn't for like, and I'll be honest, if it wasn't for like, everything that you had, the structure and everything, not a chance would I have figured that out. Like that would have been miserable. Like I would not have done that. Like it was more like you kept me motivated to do it too.
Yeah.
Like stay on track. Like, like the weekly check-ins and stuff. Like that helped me actually stay motivated because I would not have stayed motivated myself. There's
Hmm.
there's just no way. And like I don't know your system just made it so easy. That's really what I was probably most impressed about was just how like easy it was for me to do that,
Hmm.
and manage everything else. Like it really didn't take, any extra time, and it just helped me. So
Because
yeah,
we really try for guys like you too, like within my program, it's just kind of like insert the plan into your life. Like it's like a plug and play. Like listen, we like kind of map it out a little bit. We talk about like if we have any roadblocks. I think we had even had like a conversation like, hey, let's try this then, so we can kind of fit everything in. And it usually molds right into your life. And like I said, like once it just clicks, like it happens really fast,
Yeah,
right?
it
So
really does.
but I guess like my biggest thing for you, man, is like, my goal for every single one of you guys, every single one of my clients is to be able to understand this after like we were done working together, right? So like do you feel like I like one was able to teach you it enough to where like you could possibly do it on your own someday and like understand like it if you needed to?
Dude, like for sure. Like I learned so much from it. Like now I am so much more like comfortable doing it like myself.
Mm,
Like if it wasn't for all that time, I'd be clueless. But now, like from where I'm at now and when I started, is like it's a crazy difference. And I'm comfortable doing like,
mm,
almost all of it by myself. And like, I have an idea, what's going on now, what to eat, what to make, and like how to diet. So that's yeah, really like how much I gained just from that is
mm,
like huge.
mm. Well, dude, like we talked about it like in the like 2 months in how quick you made a change, dude, and still like I will say, dude, I'm proud of you. Like I really am proud of you. Like you stuck with it, and I think once you really started like see what we're doing working, you're like, holy shit, like okay,
Yeah, exactly. Like once I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this for a little while. A couple weeks went by and I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, holy shit, like I'm actually starting to look pretty good. And then I was like throwing all this shit away in my house and going and buying a bunch of stuff. And I was like, oh my God.
start like really doubling down. But yeah, dude, like I said, I'm super proud of you, and like I love it when like like for you clients that like it reflects into other areas of your life. Like you were telling me like you're making more money at work, like relationships were better. Like dude, like that's so sick because like what this is like it teaches you a little bit about everything, right? It teaches you how to like be disciplined, how to like have delayed gratification, and how to like just be, very particular about what you put in your body. And one, it optimizes your energy levels, it optimizes your cognitive ability. That's for you, how you think, how you speak. And like you guys just like take off and like hit like new highs in like, your finances and like, hit new highs in like your personal relationships and like family stuff. And like, it's amazing, dude. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool to watch. So like, I'm super happy for you, man. Seriously.
Dude, I remember like like it was like a couple years ago I took like it's called a SARM and I
Mm,
took it like a month and like I got like pretty big. It's the only thing I've ever taken like that and I liked it and then I remember like it was like 3 months into your program and I was like looking at myself and I was like, bro, this is crazy because like I'm not like on any kind of song, like doing anything extra. Like I
uh,
was like, I wouldn't even buy one right now. Like I don't even need one. Like it's like it's doing more to me than what that did. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like I just couldn't believe it, honestly. And I've always had like a good like figure, like my whole
yeah.
even in high school, like I never had a bad figure, but it's like this like just helped get me into that area that I wanted to be in. And
Yeah.
I felt like I could never get there until like I fixed this part of my life. So
Uh,
I'm glad I finally did.
Well, dude, like I said, that's so sick. So, yeah. But anyways, if one of you guys are listening to us right now and you're listening to Christian right here, you first of all you do have enough time, right? You live a busy lifestyle, you work 9 to 5, you're a high level businessman, you work in finance, anything like that. Like you, first of all, you have enough time. My program's a plug and play, so like you don't need to like when you're doing this kind of stuff, you want to separate execution from strategy, right? Strategizing is like making the plan, and execution is actually doing it, right? So, like I said, if you are in the shadows watching right now, there is going to be a link to my one-on-one coaching program in the bio of this channel. So, go ahead, fill that out. We'll jump on a call, see if we're good fit to work together, and if we are, we'll get you rocking. But, anyways, Christian, dude, like I said, super happy for you, man. Like it's been a crazy journey, and like the transformation is gonna be on the thumbnail of this video. It speaks for itself, dude. Like it literally speaks for itself. It's like it's actually disgusting.
I want to look at it one more time.
But anyways, man, like I said, I appreciate you once again. I'm gonna go ahead and get you out of here. But I appreciate the taking the time out of your day, and like, dude, like keep killing it, man. Like seriously, keep killing it. Cool.
I appreciate it, bro.